Over the last few years, we've seen a major shift in the way companies bank, in terms of receiving cash and paying bills, moving away from traditional methods like cheques and cash towards more electronic methods like BACS, CHAPS, direct debits, and SEPA. Whilst this has sped up and simplified the process, it also means the traditional bank statement is now the source of more and more transactions, all of which need entering and reconciling back into your Unit4 financial system. As most organizations still process and reconcile bank statements manually, this has led to an increase in the manual workload for the Treasury, AR, and banking departments. This manual workload can be quite large, often tying up several members of staff. So in response to this, Millennium have developed a bank statement processing add-on for Unit4 Financials called AutoCash. AutoCash provides significant efficiencies and time savings across the process, allowing for internal resources to be redeployed on more value-added activities. To help explain how it works, let's walk through an example. The box on the right represents your Unit4 financial system, and the box on the left represents AutoCash. So, let's say we have an outstanding invoice for £1,000 in a debtor's account in Unit4 Financials. Your Treasury or cash banking team need to request that your bank sends you statements electronically, and then rather than manually entering your bank statements into Unit4 Financials, instead, they load your bank statements into AutoCash. The loading into AutoCash is simple because it's designed to accept all the standard file formats produced by major banks such as HSBC, Barclays, RBS, and also European standard formats such as MT940. Once in AutoCash, the information on these bank statements is transformed so it's in a suitable format to be posted into Unit4 Financials. For example, to be able to post an electronic receipt against the right customer/debtor account, and also in a format that can be reconciled automatically, for instance, so that the branch number or any other details on the statement are in the same format that Unit4 Financials expects. An unlimited number of user-defined rules can be set up in AutoCash to decipher what the banks have supplied to you on their statements, and transform that into meaningful data that Unit4 Financials can recognize. AutoCash can then load this transformed data into the standard statement tables in Unit4 Financials ready for processing. So, in this example, there is an electronic receipt on the statement for £1,000. AutoCash will then match the receipt to the correct customer in Unit4 Financials by identifying relevant information stored in the field string or IBAN number. AutoCash will then automatically post a cash document to the cash book and debtor's ledger, and then match the cash received to the invoice. It will then reconcile the item against the bank account in Unit4 Financials. Because AutoCash is doing both the matching and reconciliation within Unit4 Financials, it's part of the standard audit trail, so you can always view and drill down on exactly what's been matched and reconciled within Unit4 Financials. This was an example of an electronic receipt being identified, transformed, posted, matched and reconciled. But the same principle applies to every single transaction on the bank statement. Whether it's bank charges, direct debits, standing orders, electronic payments, sweeps between bank accounts, or anything else. And so, what are the results? By using AutoCash, customers have found that they've been able to make significant time and effort savings across this process. Whereas previously this process was either completely manual, or perhaps they had only been able to automate about 30% of their transactions. By using AutoCash, they have managed to increase the level of automation to produce overall time savings of between 70 to 85%, allowing them to redeploy resources onto more value-added activities. For further information or a quote, please contact your local Millennium representative.